Morning guys, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, press the like button. I hope everyone is having a great weekend. Alexa, what's the time please?
The time is 8:12 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Saturday the 9th of July.
Alexa, the weather?
Currently, in Rochester it's 18 degrees Celsius with mostly sunny skies. Today, you can expect partly sunny weather, with a high of 25 degrees and a low of 13 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke? Alexa,
Did you hear?
can you tell me a joke?
I didn't catch that. Please say that again.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
What do you call two spiders that just got married? Newlyweds.
Newlyweds. Right guys, I am going to start today with a brand new attitude. I am going to go through some of the things that happened yesterday just to get it out and off my chest. But I am not tolerating cruelty. In no circumstances should anyone be tortured and mistreated and their human rights breached. Mine are, and I don't know how it's being allowed to go on, but I am not tolerating it. If I think a situation is dangerous, like getting into someone's car, like going outside and certain places are dangerous, I'm not going to them. If I think people are behaving in a horrible manner which is detrimental to my well-being, I'm not going to go anywhere near them. It's as simple as that. I'm not tolerating cruelty anymore. I'm not tolerating it. Everyone has human rights. You have the. If you disagree with something, you can say no. Basic human rights, rights to privacy, rights to live your life without being tortured, the right to go to the toilet, the right, people have human rights, and when you haven't got human rights, you're no more than a slave. And I thought slavery, including sex slavery, was abolished. I didn't think people were able to treat humans as slaves anymore, including sex slaves. It's just, I don't know what's going on, but it's going to stop, okay? Yesterday, whilst I was in my son's car, we passed a private ambulance. Now, I know what a private ambulance is. I was told maybe it was transporting a patient. A private ambulance, guys, because when I used to go out with Graham, and Graham used to take me to Maidstone. Graham White used to take me to Maidstone. And I wrote about it in my diary 4 or 5 years ago, that me and Graham were behind a private ambulance, and Graham joked a dead body might come out of the back doors. I know what a private ambulance is. So that private ambulance on the motorway was either picking up a dead body, or it had a dead body inside it and was taking it, I don't know where, to the funeral directors. So I know what a private ambulance is. There was lorries with Suckit on it, S-U-K-I-T, Suckit. Suckit lorries. Bear in mind I was in the car with my son. Suckit lorries, S-U-C-K-I-T, Suckit. There was various other transportation vehicles. There was AG, just missing the H for hag, die, number plates. Right, also, my mum, I'm sick of saying it. When my dad used to abuse my mother, he used to throw my mum out of oncoming cars into the middle of the road. And she used to nearly get run over. So this is all about Derek and Jennifer, how Derek used to treat my mother Jennifer. He used to punch her, he used to give her black eyes, he used to shout at her, he used to throw her out of cars. He used to say she was an old trout, an old cow, an old bastard, and treat my mum like proverbial shit. And when I was a kid, I had to watch my dad mistreating my mother. I had no choice, right? Now, men should in no way do that to a woman. It's not acceptable. It's wrong, right? It's disgusting. And especially people watching, which happened to my mum, watching my mum getting beaten up by my father with glass bottles, egging him on and laughing. Right? I don't want to live that life anymore, and I'm certainly not being treated like my mother was by my father anymore. My dad used to do things to my mum, right? She used to cry and my dad used to dump my mother, and she used to have to find her own way home, crying with nobody helping her. I'm not having that happen to me. Do you understand? It's cruel and it's nasty. And you don't carry on where Derek left off. I'm not Jennifer, and you're not doing that to me. My dad also used to take me for walks in woods and bushes. And he used to walk me and my mother for miles in the hot sunshine, and we used to get heat stroke. Right? What are you fucking playing at doing to me? You think I'm tolerating that? I'm just going to shut myself indoors and lock myself away from people if people are going to treat me like shit. And 999, yeah? Engaged. Engaged. And some woman answers with a foreign accent. Asking personal questions about my family, right? Their dates of birth, how old they are, what medication are they on, what do they look like. And none of the police officers come out and help me at all. What's that all about? Asking me questions about my family but not helping me. What the fuck is going on here? And then I've got to put up with people laughing outside when I've asked for help and everybody I walk past is laughing. What does that feel like? What does that feel like when you've asked the police for help and then you go outside your door and every fucker is laughing? You know what that feels like? It's horrible. I just don't think certain people are fit to be walking around in public if that's how they behave. If that's how they behave, they need locking up. It is like, has anyone watched Hot Fuzz? Where the police do what they fucking like. They are actually breaking the law themselves and getting away with it, and they're letting all the residents do what they like until this one guy comes along and puts everybody in jail. And it's to do with witchcraft. It is actually to do with witchcraft and covens and shit. But Hot Fuzz is like Chatham, Rochester, Medway and Gillingham. The police don't do fuck all when I call them. They do bugger fuck all. They don't do anything. They don't even come out. They don't listen. And they just ask questions about my family. And it marks. And they ask you to describe who's done something to you. and then they ask you what they look like, and then you go outside. This happened in Gloucestershire as well, because I described somebody, and they didn't come out, the police didn't come out, and then the next day, the person I described, say I said he was big and fat, and he was bullying my kids, they'd have a big fat bully outside, but they wouldn't have come and dealt with it when I needed help. And we all know what happened in Gloucestershire. They cut the phone lines when I needed to call 999. I ran to phone boxes. I was suffering domestic violence. I ran to phone boxes. I found shit smeared on the receiver. Someone had cut the phone cord so I couldn't call the police. They smashed ATMs where I had to walk 3 miles into Gloucestershire town centre when they cut the bank machine. I couldn't get my money out of the bank, so I had to walk 3 miles with a baby in a pram to get my money out. It's happening all again. In Gloucestershire, I couldn't get a doctor, I couldn't get a dentist. They were victimising me because I'd had a different baby. He was a different colour. So they left Ku Klux Klan posters